Right now, I want to share an idea with y'all. I'm talking about nation building, having our own country, having our own nation. That should be the main thing that any YouTuber that claims to be in the conscious community, your main goal should be trying to get black people to understand the fact of why we need our own country. So we definitely need our own country. We need our own lands. We need our own economy, our own power structure, everything. Okay, and I'm gonna kind of lay down a slight blueprint on how we can do this and how we're going to do it, because we're going to do it. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. I mean, it's the only way we're really going to be free as people and have the freedom to express ourselves the way we want, and control our economy and control our industries and our schools and our doctors, archaeologists, our scientists, all that. This is the only way that we can actually be free and express ourselves at our highest vibration. Other than that, we always gonna have to work under the white man. They want us to work under him. If you work under him, you can be free. You can get you a fat check. You can get you a nice house and all that. So long as you stay contained in the realm that they want you to stay in, as long as you stay working for them. But when we start talking about independence as black people, that's a problem for them. They don't want to see us independent. So I'm finna lay down a little blueprint to show y'all, give y'all idea of how we can do this and how this shit can come to be. Because we can do it. We need to do it. We're gonna have to do it. Like I'm telling y'all, anybody that's on YouTube and they consider themselves conscious, they consider themselves woke, if they not talking about black people coming together and forming our own country, they missing the whole point. It ain't just about eating good. It ain't just about learning black history. It's about understanding the steps we need to take as people together and how we can beat this beast, how we can get away from this European power, man. Because we're gonna have to break away from European powers. New black nation. Now I'm gonna start off by showing y'all. I showed this in a previous video too. I'm gonna show y'all like a demographic view of how I see us forming this nation. All right, we're gonna form our own nation with a new name, a new identity. We no longer call ourselves black. We ain't gonna call ourselves African American. None of that. Native American. None of that. We're gonna call ourselves something brand spanking new. Okay, we're gonna make up our own identity. We're gonna name our country something new. It's gonna be new to the world, and it's possible. It can be done. This is what we need to do. This way we can stop arguing about Semitics. Stop arguing about black and white and African American and Native American. Stop arguing about all that shit. We need to make our own identity, a new identity for us. Okay, and this will be our landmass. I would really love to see a lot of black people start migrating back to the South. I've already seen an article about 19 families over in Georgia. Shout out to them 19 families over in Georgia who bought up 90 acres of land, trying to build a new city for black people. And see, this is what I'm saying. This is like it's already in motion. I started manifesting this a few years ago, and I'm just now trying to reach out to people and express this to people because it needs to happen. And just so happened, I look up and see over in Georgia, 19 black families and bought up acres and acres of land, so it's in motion. The power has been manifested. The universe is with us, man. God is with us, man. We just got to understand what God is. We got to understand the universe. You know what I'm saying? It's not a literal man in the sky. It's basically the God in us is getting ready to express itself at the highest vibration. And we just got to harness it and ride with it. We can't be scared of, white supremacy. We got to go ahead, migrate to the South, get our numbers up down here so we can take over the South, take over the lands in the South. That way we can control the East Coast and we can control the Gulf of Mexico. That'll be our export-import. All right, we can do it. We got the teachers, we got the doctors, we got the politicians, we got the archaeologists, we got the whatever. You know what I'm saying? We got the industry. We got guys who work in industry. We got guys who know astrology, and we got women who we got men and women who work in the White House and work with the military right now, and they in high chairs, they in high seats, they know what they're doing. So we can do it. We got the people to build our own nation. We got the smarts, we got the intellect, we got the information, okay, and we got the land. Because y'all can talk all y'all want, but we know, the Europeans, they foreigners to this land. So They gonna have to give up this land. They gonna have to. But the only way it's gonna happen is through two options. How will it be done? We got two options, y'all. We can come to a mutual agreement with these Europeans. We can sit down, politic it out, shake hands, separate, go back to segregation, and have like back in the day when it was the Union and the Confederate. Now they can have the United States up north, and the Confederate states will be ours now. But we're not gonna call it the Confederate. Like I said, we're gonna create a whole new identity. We're gonna make a whole new name for ourselves. It ain't gonna be no Confederate. It ain't gonna be black land. It ain't gonna be Negro land. It ain't gonna be Cherokee, Choctaw, none of that. It's gonna be something brand spanking new. But the only way we're gonna do this is, like I said, we're gonna have to sit down and delegate with these people, politic with these people, really come to an agreement, or it's gonna come to that arms war. It's gonna come to an arms race. It's gonna come to people out here in the streets really busting heads. We're gonna have to get our point across. If you're scared to do that, then you better start sitting down and meditating on the way we can politic and delegate with these people. But either way, I'm ready. I don't care. Either way, you know what I'm saying? But European Americans don't want this. Most Black Americans don't want to fight, like that. But shit, we ready. We thirsty. Like I've talked to a lot of my brothers. Niggas is thirsty for this shit. We wish y'all would try to do some shit like that. We got guns now, and we got big guns, and we buying ammo, and we clicked up. We got a lot of new Black Panther groups and a lot of other groups I've talked to and politic with, they live in other states, and they ready. They strapped up. They 100, 200 soldiers deep. They ready for this shit. So these are only two options we got with creating our own new nation. We're going to have to politic with these white folks and really sit down and come to agreement and separate, or we're going to have to fight it out. You know what I'm saying? Now let's talk about how we can start our own country. I'm gonna talk about the first couple little steps. I know it's way more to start in the country. It's a lot to start in the country, but these are some of the basic steps you have to take. You can actually study on how to create a country. I did a little studying on it, and I've studied how to create governments and all that type of stuff. You really only need sophisticated, wealthy people, okay, to write up a constitution, to write up our laws and our intentions, and get our land mass and get a certain amount of people together, and we can start a country, man. It's not really hard, but it's all about the UN accepting it. It's about the United States accepting it. All right, let's read step 1. To establish a new country, the country must first satisfy the international laws, rules that all free countries generally acknowledged and follow, set forth by the Montevideo Convention on the Rights and Duty of States, adopted in 1933. All right. So basically, the Montevideo Convention requires that a country must declare its intentions. Like I'm saying, step 1 is for us to write up our constitution, write up what our country is going to be, what we're going to stand for. What are our intentions and what we're gonna bring to the world. We're not gonna be a terrorist country. We're not gonna be a genocidal country who's looking to get payback on the white man. It's not like that. We're trying to get total independence so we can be free Black people. And this way, we can get a lot of these European powers out of these foreign countries, out of these African countries, and out of these South American countries, and these Caribbean island countries where these white people are extorting our people. So once we start our own country, we can go in and legally get these people out. Once we prove that they over there extorting these people and they not putting money back into these countries, we can get them out. Because Hillary Clinton and all them, they've already been exposed over in Haiti. The Haitians already know what's going on. Jamaica, a lot of people have been exposed in Jamaica. Australia being exposed. These white folks being exposed for going down there tearing up shit just to extort the land, extort the resources. So we gotta stop extortion. That's one intention our country gonna have. We're gonna go around and we're gonna stop extortion. We're gonna stop sex trafficking. We're gonna stop every evil thing that the United States been doing through manipulating the masses as if they're the good guy. But behind closed doors, the United States do some evil shit. So once we break away from them, we're gonna be able to expose them. and see them for what they are. And the good white people will be able to step up, and we'll be able to ally with each other and pretty much live in peace and harmony. You don't have to terrorize the world just to live in peace. You know, y'all Europeans, y'all barbarians got it fucked up. You know, y'all don't have to live barbaric all the goddamn time. So what we gonna do, we're gonna establish our country under a peaceful, organized people, and we're gonna pretty much bring peace to the world, because we don't really understand how valuable black people are to the world. We are. Long as we've been out of power, the world has been declining. Okay, there's been a lot of de-evolution going on, a lot of miseducation, false teachings, all that stuff ever since black people been out of power. So we're gonna have to get back into power, man, so we can get back to helping the world and helping our people, most definitely. Step 2, gain recognition. In order to be legitimate, a new country must be recognized by existing states within the international community. So basically, that's saying you have to be recognized by the world. Okay, people got to look at y'all and respect us and look at us as a country. Okay, we can't just say, "Oh, we want our own country." No, every black person in the United States needs to have this on their mind when they wake up in the morning. We want our own country. We tired of going down there and voting for white people. I'm tired of seeing my people trying to tell me to go vote, man. Go vote, go vote. Vote or die. Vote or die. I seen LeBron had a shirt on talking about vote or die. Vote for who? I'm tired of voting for these Peckerwoods. I'm tired of voting for Europeans. And what do y'all expect? Y'all expect the next European to be better than the last European? Well, shit. Ever since I've been alive, you know, I done seen what was motherfucking Clinton and Obama and Bush. Ain't shit changed, man. This country just been the same. This country been get it how you live, do what you got to do. And we know the president really ain't got no power. You know, the Congress people, they got all the power. They the ones who make the calls at the end of the day. And the Congress motherfucker, the congressmen and shit, they've been in there 60, 70 years. You know what I'm saying? These the same motherfuckers that was living when goddamn Jim Crow was going on and segregation, all this shit was going on. It's people that was living during the Dr. King era and all that, and they still in the White House today. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to have to break away from these motherfuckers. I'm tired of going to vote for these motherfuckers. We need to recognize our people as the power structure and go vote for our own people. And that's what's going to happen in our country. Everybody that's in control, all the mayors, the governors, whatever, the presidents, all of the congressmen, is going to be black people. The opposite of the United States. When you look at the power structure in the United States, everybody white. So in our country, it's going to be us. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to be recognized as that. Step 3, join the United Nations. The United Nations asserts that because it itself is not a country, it does not possess the authority, it does not possess any authority to recognize a state or government. So basically what they're saying is they can't, the UN alone can't classify you as a country. They don't have the authority to just say, boom, okay, you're a government, you're a state. What you have to do is like step 1 saying, you will have to pretty much state your intentions to the board, and then other countries are going to have to recognize you and submit you. They're gonna have to pretty much take a vote and vote you in and say, yes, okay, y'all got your own country, y'all independent now. We'll leave y'all alone. Okay, keep reading. But being admitted into the UN goes a long way towards a new country becoming recognized by the international community. Like I just said, once the UN approves you, or once you go in through the UN, the whole world recognizes you as a country now. Okay. In order to apply for UN membership, the aspiring country first needs to send an application letter. Okay, that's one thing we're gonna have to do, along with a declaration that will follow the United Nations Charter. Okay, so we're gonna have to make our own declaration. We gotta write a letter of intention, an application letter, you know, so pretty much saying and stating everything that we are about to do and everything that we are going to be capable of doing. Okay, all of our resources, everything that we are going to bring value to the world. You know, everything that we're going to bring to the world. It could be entertainment, it could be inventions, you know, resources. Like I said, whatever. You know, and like I'm telling y'all, when we start our own country, we're going to create our own cars. We're going to create our own TVs. We're going to create our own computers. We're going to create our own phones. We're going to create everything in our version, though, our way. We're no longer going to have to go to these Europeans for shit. Because little do we know, these European powers wouldn't have the things that they can give you if it wasn't for them going in and extorting black nations, going in and extorting Africa, extorting South America, extorting the Caribbean islands and North America. The Europeans wouldn't have none of this if it wasn't for extortion. Okay, so what we gonna do? We're not gonna extort nobody, because with us being black folk, we automatically by default already linked in with Haiti and Jamaica and South America and Africa. Them our folk. So we're going to control all of our resources. Like I said, we're going to get these European powers out of these countries, and so they can stop extorting our people. They leave our people poor while they run off with all the resources. Okay, that's a no-no. That's going to stop. All right. Let me see what I was at. Expired countries in the application along with the Declaration of National Charter. Okay, the UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon. I guess that's the guy that's going to have to. We got to send this application to. Okay, Ban Ki-moon. I guess the application is then passed along to the Secretary Council. Okay, or Security Council. My bad. Where it must get the affirmative votes of at least 9 of the 15 member council. Okay, if any of the council's 5 permanent members, China, France, Russia, United Kingdom, Great Britain, Ireland, and the U.S., if any 5 of these vote against the country, if they vote against us, the application does not go forward. Y'all see how tricky this shit is? So my question to the UN is, the UN racist? Because I've never seen Farrakhan. I ain't never seen the Moors. I ain't never seen nobody that consider themselves a black leader go to the UN and express the facts and the reason why we need our own nation. Nobody's done this. So is it a reason for that? Is the UN racist? Which I think if China, France, Russia, United Kingdom, Great Britain, if they the top people that you got to get through, then yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say the UN is racist. So this might get down to an arms war. It might go down to us fighting. They might not want to talk. They might say, hell no, nigga, y'all ain't getting no land. Hell no, nigga, y'all ain't getting y'all own country. Hell no, because they know once we get our own land, they're going to lose their power. Y'all have to understand, the only way that this country is powerful is because of black people. I'm sorry. There wouldn't be no generational wealth for white people if it wasn't for black people working for free. Most of the inventions, most of the creations we use in this country was made by black people or inspired, innovated by black people. Okay, so once we take ourselves away from white men, from white power, once we step outside of this, okay, close the door. Yeah, put them up, baby. Close. Yeah. Once we step away from European powers, they gonna lose their power. They don't have that top dog influence over the world no more. They can't miseducate us no more. They can't misguide us no more. So that's, like I said, that's gonna take their power. So is the UN racist? Will the UN approve black people to form our own country? You know what I'm saying? Good as it might sound, like I said, we might get down to the nitty gritty, and these folks say no. So let's see. We're gonna see resources, types of natural resources. If you know anything about natural resources, you know that North America, especially in the South, the southern states I'm talking about, holds a lot of resources, down to oil, fresh water. We got forests, we got vegetation, we got fields for crops and animals. You know, we got our valuable minerals. We can get in the ground and get our minerals, get our iron and steel. You know, we don't really need Europeans. Europeans need us. Because once we link up with Haiti, Jamaica, all the Caribbean islands, and South America, some of the countries down there, and some of the countries in Africa, once we link up with these places, we're not going to need to go to Europe or Russia or China for nothing. We're not going to need Europeans at all. That's why this shit's so crazy. And that's why I can understand why white folks don't want to lose black people, because y'all know, first of all, y'all country going to be boring as hell. First of all. And second of all, like I said, y'all can't have this dominion over black people. Y'all can't have this have us by the throat, this chokehold on America, make y'all feel like y'all got big nuts, that y'all powerful, because y'all not. Y'all finna lose y'all power once we separate from y'all. The reason y'all gonna lose y'all power is because black people, once we form our own country, And once we get our allies together, we're gonna have the biggest army in the world. Y'all gotta understand that. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. China got me. I don't give a fuck what China talking about, or Russia, or the U.S. Once Africa and South America and our new country in the Caribbean, all these things, once we link up, first of all, Africa gonna be our biggest and most important ally. But once we link up, can y'all imagine the size of our army? It's 53 countries. I think 53 or 54 countries in Africa. If we just link up with 15 of them, 20 of them, and then we got, you know, the South of America, we link up with Haiti, Jamaica. Can y'all imagine our army? We'll have the biggest navy in the world. We'll have export import checkpoints all over the world. I mean, it ain't gonna be nothing that we can't get to or can't do. And any other country that want to fuck with us, they're not gonna think about that. You're not gonna want to fuck with black people once we come together like this at all. You're gonna want to ally with black people. So this will bring peace to the world for real. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with Big Brother Black Man for real. Once we get our shit together, ain't nobody gonna want to fuck with us, man. I don't give a fuck what a European talking about or what European get on here and got some undermining bullshit to say. I don't give a fuck what you got to say, white man. For a fact, if black people create our own nation over here and we link in with Africa and South America and the Caribbean islands, we will have the biggest military and the most allies on planet Earth. Nobody will be able to fuck with us. And we're not going to go around terrorizing the world like the United States and China and Japan and shit. We're not going to terrorize nobody. We're going to worry about ourselves. Our big military is going to be for us to protect ourselves away from Chinese and Americans, the United States, you Europeans, okay? Because we know how y'all get down when y'all come in. Y'all coming in to massacre and slaughter people. We don't do that, okay? Y'all's whole power, Europeans' power has came from their ancestors slaughtering people, okay? They have to kill off millions of people, and then they come in and they can be in power. That's the only way y'all can have some type of power. Y'all can't do that just, come in and be cool and no, y'all have to slaughter millions of people, okay? Black people don't have to do that at all. Education and health. We're going to control our own education. We're going to have our own curriculum. We're going to have our own hospitals. We're going to have our own doctors, our own scientists. You know what I'm saying? We're going to come up with our own medicines, our own vaccines. And like I'm saying about the educational system, we got to have our own colleges, our own high schools, our own preschools, elementary schools with our curriculum, okay? Not the European curriculum. When they tell you to go to school, go to college and get your knowledge and all that, that's good. But on the flip side, you have to understand what type of education you get. What type of knowledge are you getting? You know what I'm saying? This is where the fuck up starts to happen. This is where the confusion comes into play, because you can stress to your child all day long, get your education. But what type of education is your child getting? You understand? So when we go in these public schools, we know we're not learning shit about black people. We're not learning shit about black divinity or none of that shit. Even when you go into church, you ain't learning shit about black divinity. You learn about European companies, European corporations, European inventions, European endeavors, European discoveries, European this, European that, everything in our school. So in our schools, in our country, we're going to control our education and our health, every aspect of it. We're not going to go to the European for a vaccine. We're not going to go to the European for an ACT test. We're going to make our own goddamn ACT test. Make our own test. We're going to make everything suitable for our people, okay? It's going to be black history everywhere. You see what I'm saying? All the monuments and statues in our country are going to be black people. You know what I'm saying? So education and health is the main things, because this is how we're going to sustain our communities and raise our children, okay? So we're going to have that. We're going to control all that. Government and power structure. Now, there are many forms of government. I looked up, it's 15, 16, 17, whatever, some odd numbers of government. You can actually create new ways of government if you could sit down with a delegation and come up with it. But if you look in this country, if you look at America, the majority of the leaders in this country are white people, okay? There's almost 20,000 cities in America, I think 19,700 or so cities in America. And all of the mayors of these cities are white, except for 130. There are 130 black mayors in America. Okay, out of 19,000, over 19,000 cities, only 130 of these cities have black mayors in America. Now, when you talk about governors in America, there are no black governors at all, and not one. So when it comes to power structure, government structure in America, this country is ran by white people, European Americans. Okay, so in our country, when you come to our place down south, every state and territory is going to be controlled by black people. Okay, we're going to have our people, our educators, our influential people in charge. Okay, it's not going to be like this fake ass Democrat Republic shit that these Europeans got on that just keep you blind and you really don't know what's going on behind closed doors. But our people, you're going to be able to come see the king. You're going to be able to come talk to the governor. You're going to be able to talk to the mayor. You ain't going to have to do all this inside, outside, jump over hula hoops, jump over hula hoop, jump over hula, just to see the leader. That's how you know you corrupt. When you corrupt, you got to hide. But we're not going to be corrupt. So you can come holler at us. Anything that people need, we're going to get it. Okay, it's not going to be perfect. I know we're going to have our problems and this, that, and the third. But on a major scale, on a mass scale, when it comes to this black nation, everything is going to be suitable for black people. So we're going to be able to make the best of this country. It ain't going to be us trying to keep our head above water or get a little crumbs off the table or wait till the white man pay us a little or let us pay, wait till he pay us something and we blessed. No, it ain't gonna be no shit like that. Our country is gonna have generational wealthy black people, and our corporations are gonna be owned by black people. Okay, so everything is gonna be black owned, black operated. Trade and industry, like I just said, everything black owned and black operated. Support all black businesses right now. You can start Black Nation building right now by buying clothes, buying your hair products, your shit, buying little stuff from black people. Okay, put the money back in their pocket. Okay, even in my city, I have an entrepreneur group that I'm starting, and that's our main focus. Our main focus is to create new black businesses and to also upgrade our existing black businesses, and eventually set the tone to create our own nation. You know what I'm saying? Once we control our trade and industry, we don't need nobody else. Like I told y'all, once we link up with the African countries, the South American and Caribbean island countries and all that, we can trade any resource that either country needs. If Africa needs something, you know what I'm saying? We got it. If South America needs something, if we need something, they got trade and industry. All right, control it on every level, every aspect of it. All the money, all the income, all the outcome. Everybody who's making money from it and those who are benefiting from the resources, black people, straight up and down. Okay, science and discovery. Now we got to have our scientists on deck. Like I said, we're gonna create our own curriculum, so our scientists is gonna be able to create our science curriculum based off black people science, not a Europeanized science that black people try to indulge in and find the flaws and then switch it up, make our own version. No, we're going to make our own style of everything. Even our discoverers, even our archaeologists and things, people that's going in the ground, going into these tombs, going into Egypt, going into South America, going into these tombs and giving us a black man and a black woman's perspective from science and discovery. Okay. I'm tired of hearing Europeans going and discovering shit and then coming out talking about, a new discovery. I don't even want to hear their perspective on nothing no more, because half the time they be lying. They don't even know how to really keep it real because they know they ain't have shit to do with ancient times. So when they dig up some shit in Africa and they know they ain't got shit to do with it, hell yeah, they'll lie to you and tell you it's from 800 AD or something, or 200 BC or something. Man, that shit probably 50,000 years old, 60,000 years old, but they'll never tell you that. That's why we need our black people, our black men and women going into the ground, bringing back their perspective and their knowledge on what they found and what's going on. And like I said, even science, down to chemistry and all that, we need a black man, black woman's perspective on science and chemistry, not based from a Europeanized education, but from your education, from what you learn, okay? And I understand that we in America and these schools and this, that is ran by European. But what I want y'all to understand is you can go through these books and find out what's European knowledge, what's a European style of knowledge. They put the truths in there, but certain things, as far as like far as like the people of ancient Egypt, white people, they'll never tell you that them was black people. You understand? Just like the chemistry, they'll never tell you chemistry is studying melanin, it's studying blackness. Okay, so just like the third eye, the pineal gland, Europeans don't know shit about that. They don't even really study that shit in science, but we will. Our scientists know all about that. We know the Egyptians was black. So when we go in there and study it, we're going to study it from a spiritual standpoint, a respectable standpoint, not somebody just going in savage, a barbarian going in just stealing shit and tearing shit up because he know it ain't his granddad. You know what I'm saying? So we need our perspectives. We need our scientists and our discoverers to go in and figure things out and give us their perspective in our country. We're going to create our own currency. All right, we got to make our own money. Y'all use the American dollar so much, and you don't really realize that when you look at it, it ain't a black face on damn dollar. Y'all can say Abraham Lincoln was black. I don't care about all that shit. We need to create our own money. Your dollar needs to change. God damn it, you feel me? In the early days, there was no uniformity to our money. Any bank could issue it. Okay, this is back in the day. But I put that on there to let you know that you can create your own. We can create our own money. Once we control our trade and industry, and once we control our resources, we can create our own money. Because the American dollar is supposedly backed by gold. So we can back out by gold too. We can back out by whatever we want. Pretty much whatever we write up in our intentions, in our delegation, whatever we come up with, that's what we're going to base our currency off of. Okay, and we're going to create our own currency. And yes, we're going to put black faces on our money. Okay, our money probably won't even be green. We'll probably let's make our money black. Fuck you, be anything. But I'm just saying, we're going to create our own currency. We're not going to use the US dollar no more. We're not going to use nobody else's currency. We're going to make our own dollar. Now, this next slide is very important because what I want my black people to understand is this is the main thing that we have to overcome in order for us to even get to the point of us thinking about a black nation. This is the main thing we have to overcome. Fear. Even for you religious people, y'all love to fear God. And if you Google God right now, what's going to pop up is, matter of fact, let me Google God. I'm finna Google God for y'all real quick. God. Let's look up, hold on. Look up God. Let's look up images of God. We got to lose fear of the white man, okay? This is what you see when you look up God. So a lot of y'all really think that it's a man in the sky that look like this, okay? So if you believe this, like I was just talking about a minute ago, how Europeans and always went over the world and slaughtered and massacred millions of people. If you believe that it's a man in the sky like this, then you condone or you don't really care about all the people that they massacred. You feel like God ordained it. So these white people can go all over the world, killing millions of people, massacring people, poisoning people, sex trafficking. I'm talking about raping people, taking resources, extorting. They can do all this shit under the fact that you believe that God looked like them and that their God has chosen them over all people. You know what I'm saying? They have justified their evil doings and their control, their dominant control. They have justified this through a God. Okay. And if you're a black person and you believe in this God, then shit, you still scared of white power. You scared of them. You scared of the Freemasons and the Klan and these motherfuckers up here in the Congress Hall and, Nancy Pelosi and Donald Trump and Governor Cuomo, all these weirdos, these weak ass crackers. These motherfuckers is weak. Y'all have to understand their only power is at your demise, okay? As long as they can stay over you and control your lands and control your resources, they can sit up in this office with these pretty suits and shit on, these badges and shit. It ain't about no damn morality. It ain't because they are blessed and they worked hard. It's because their ancestors created this country by genocide, by massacring people, and then set it up for them today. That way they can live like this today. So we gotta be afraid. We gotta stop being afraid of white power. Period. If you look in the mirror as a black person and you can't say, man, fuck these crackers. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck it. If you still sitting up praising Donald Trump and all that. I don't give a fuck what Trump doing. I know Trump is not with the elite. I know he against them. But on the flip side, you also got to know that I don't know Trump personally. I don't know what he's doing. For all I know, he could be a puppet. He could be finessing us. He could be making it look like he's against the elite. But really, he's just playing along with their schemes and plots. You know what I'm saying? To control the world. Because that's what the white man wants to do. They want to control the world. They don't care about just running America. They want to control the world, okay? And when they control the world, everybody must bow down and submit to white power, okay? That's how they want to get it. That's why they want to put a chip in everybody. They want to chip your ass so they can control what you do, where you're going, your spending habits, who got what, who was where. You know, that's ridiculous, man. So we got to stop being scared of white power, or we're going to go into a world where our great-grandkids, they're not going to have no power. They're not going to be able to do shit but live under white power. You know what I'm saying? So until we lose this fear of these people, because I smack the shit out of any one of them motherfuckers sitting up in that Congress. I go right up in this whole office right here and smack shit out of all of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about white power no more. I don't care that it exists. Even out here in Alabama, they've been out here protesting, trying to get this statue took down. They're not gonna remove that. That's a symbol of white power. Okay, that's a traditional symbol of how their ancestors built this country through racism and genocide. Okay, so they always gonna represent that because they know that's what keeps them in power. But as soon as we lose fear of that, as soon as we lose fear of all that damn genocide and thinking they gonna kill us and shit, you gonna see niggas strap up, and white folks gonna either have to shake hands with us or they gonna have to shit. A lot of people gonna end up getting hurt, you know, allegedly. But this is how it's gonna go down. We got to lose this power. Okay, close the door. I'll be there in a minute. We got to lose this power. We got to lose this fear of white power. Straight up. Black billionaires and millionaires. Celebrities have no power, y'all. They will not bite the hand that feeds them. Okay? Now this is very important because we only have 6 black billionaires in America. But I can guarantee if I went to Oprah and Michael Jordan them right now and Robert Smith and all these and asked them, hey man, y'all want to get together? Let's put y'all money together. Let's open up a country. Let's buy a state. Let's buy 2 or 3 states. You know what I'm saying? Let's sit down and write a delegation. Let's sit down and write up a declaration. You think that these black celebrities are going to agree with that? And even if they do y'all think that the European, the person who writes their check, do y'all think that they will continue their money, that they will continue paying the black person? No. So they will not. A black celebrity is not going to bite the hand and feed them. So I don't trust no black celebrity. I don't trust no entertainer. Y'all are not who I'm talking to. I'm not talking to you, LeBron and Clay Thompson, all you Steph Curry, Durant, Westbrook, James Harden. I'm not talking to y'all, Chris Paul, and all the NFL players. I'm not talking to y'all because y'all are not going to bite the hand and feed y'all. Okay? It's funny because the NBA, for instance, the NBA need LeBron. LeBron don't need the NBA. If LeBron and 25 of his NBA buddies put some money together and went and bought an arena and scheduled their own games and create their own league, the people would come see LeBron and him. They're not finna go to no NBA game. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. The NBA, this country needs us. We don't need this country. You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to explain to y'all. It's just like boxing. Yeah, you came, Floyd Mayweather, you came up boxing, whatnot. But if Floyd Mayweather was to create his own boxing league and get out of the MGM Grand and get out of all these Vegas, but if he created his own boxing league, arena and everything, black people gonna come watch. We're gonna come see it. This is what I'm talking about. In our own country, we're gonna have our own basketball league, our own football league, our own baseball, all that. We don't want to be a part of you Europeans no more. We don't want to send our babies, our talented babies, to go play for a team that's owned by Europeans and a league that's owned by Europeans. So LeBron them, what y'all have to understand is if they can pay you $48 million, $50 million for 2-3 seasons or something, you have to understand that they're not going to pay you more than what they going to make. Okay? So if they can pay you millions, they're making billions off the NBA just because you playing and the people watching you. You see what I'm saying? These white people ain't doing shit but sitting back, sipping, drinking champagne, touching on little kids and shit. They not doing shit athletic. They don't even work out. Half of them don't even know shit about basketball, but they making billions off of you, LeBron. And you steady running down there, want to sign a contract, want to get on. Yeah, because y'all feel like it's the only way. You know what I'm saying? But it's time for black people to understand that we must create our own way. We must create our own country. So celebrities, to all you celebrities, if you see this video, time to step out of European power. You are the one that they need. You don't need them. They need you. So once we put our money together, put our people together, we can create our own league. LeBron, when you want to have your own league, call it the LeBron League. You know what I'm saying? Or call it the BBA, the Black Basketball League, the BBL or something. Whatever we want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't y'all want to own that? Like, can y'all imagine going to the draft and it's an all-black league? Go to the draft and Michael Jordan or LeBron step up to the podium and, welcome to the BBL draft. Y'all, today we got the top 5 and everybody that's all the coaches, all the commissioners, all the managers, all the players, it's black people, okay? We profited. Our families are becoming generational wealthy instead of you, LeBron, going to play for one of these teams and creating generational wealth for some European families, okay? We're going to change that. Fear and religion, like I just talked about, we got to lose fear of the white man. We got to lose it. We got to stop being scared of white power. But the reason we scared of white power is because fear of religion. Fear and religion. What does fear God mean? Okay. Now, to my knowledge, God, is not an actual person in the sky. So when they tell you to fear God, they're basically telling you to fear the power structure. Whoever in charge, fear them. Like I said, niggas ain't scared of firecrackers. Niggas ain't scared of, being arrested or going to jail for real. Niggas is scared of the military coming down here and killing us all, like Black Wall Street or like Emmett Till, or the Scottsboro boys. It's numerous stories of black people just being, just criminally killed and done away with by Europeans. Okay, this is what we scared of. We scared of the mad scientist because that's all he is. That's all the white man is. He's a mad scientist who is coming up with different ways to control the world and rule the world. I know y'all see a lot of the cartoons and a lot of the movies with the mad scientists. And what's the main thing they say? I'm trying to rule the world. All that shit. This is the white man's mentality. They want to control the world. And they know they can't do that unless they keep us controlled. Okay? What is fear? The Bible tells you to fear God. Fear. What is fear? An unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous, likely to cause pain or a threat. So, I want to ask y'all, if there's a righteous God in the sky, if there was a man in the sky, would he want you to feel an unpleasant emotion? Would he want you to believe that he is dangerous and that he will cause pain to you and that he's a threat to you? What type of God is that? You understand? We got to start questioning these things because I'm not finna believe in no power structure that tells me to fear them. I got to be scared of you. I got children. I don't even want my children to fear me. I want my children to respect me. Okay? And that's what they're going to do. They respect their dad. I don't want you to fear me. I don't want you to be scared of me. What type of shit is that? Fear and religion go hand in hand. And in every other religion, they tell you that black folks is cursed. So a lot of us believe that. And a lot of us are still scared. We got this fear in our heart. We think that if we start killing and doing the things they've been doing to them, if we start whooping their ass, then God gonna frown on us. Whole time, these Europeans go all over the world massacring millions of people, but we still sitting up talking about, well, we're gonna pray. We don't do that, so we just gonna pray for them. Praying ain't gonna do shit. They praying. That's what they doing. They praying on your ass. Like how a lion prey on a damn gazelle. God damn it, Europeans prey on Africans all over the world. And we sitting up talking about, okay, let's go pray. Go to the church. God coming back. Jesus coming soon to save us all. No, he ain't. Ain't nobody coming to save your ass. You know who got to save us? We do. We got to save us. Ain't nobody gonna save us, y'all. Ain't nobody coming out the sky to fix all our problems. We got to do it. We tired of miseducation. We tired of racism. We tired of this poor diet. We tired of all these weak ass fast foods, all this portion. We tired of this low pay y'all giving motherfuckers. Goddamn minimum wage, $8, $9 and shit, but rent be $700, $800, $1,000 a week, a month and shit. You know what I'm saying? I know people up north, people in Illinois who spend well over $700 a month on rent, but ain't making but $10 an hour, $12 an hour. You see what I'm saying? All your money. That doesn't include your phone bill, light bill, your food. That ain't, you know what I'm saying? This country is bogus. It's always been bogus for black people. But we don't see that because we too scared. You sitting up thinking that these the laws of the land and God, this is God's country. This is God. This is the same lie this white man been telling you for damn near 200 years now. And you've been believing that shit. And that's why we ain't got nowhere. So until we lose the fear, until we lose this religious fear, we're not going to be able to create our own country. So you have to lose fear of this white man so we can get to creating our own country. This is what we're going to have to do. This is what we need to do. It ain't really going to be no other way but these two options, okay? Once we lose fear, it's like getting out of a bad marriage, okay? We done been in this bad marriage for so long. I'm sick of this shit. So once we lose fear, once we pack our bags and go to the door, the white man gonna be sitting there waiting, like, hold on, what happened? What's going on? That way, okay, then we can sit down. We can delegate. Look, we sick of y'all shit. We're moving on. Fuck y'all. Y'all been causing too much tyranny over the world. Y'all been terrorizing the whole world. Y'all been terrorizing us here. Ain't really gave a nigga shit. And the only time we can get some is if we work for y'all or something. So we done with y'all. We done with this marriage. You know what I'm saying? Y'all beat on us. Y'all kill us. We done with y'all. Okay? Y'all can continue to do that shit to y'all own people because y'all do that shit to y'all own people. So do that to Europeans. Europeans, y'all control Europeans. Okay? We want our own shit. And if y'all don't want to agree to that, God damn it, let's get it. Let's get it. And so if you on YouTube and you consider yourself conscious, you consider yourself in the conscious community, or you consider yourself black power, you know, you want to see better for black people. This should be your main objective for black people to get into our own country. So if I'm feeling this way and you feeling this way and we all over the nation feeling this way, it's gonna manifest into becoming a country. It's gonna manifest. It's gonna come into play. It's gonna come into beat. You're gonna start seeing little things that's pointing us to that direction. Okay. But in the meantime, you have to stand firm. Even when white people ask you about it. If a white person asks, are you a separationist? Or do you want to separate? Yes. God damn it. Yes. You have to be firm. Black people, time to be firm. All right. Generation X in the building, man. This is an overlay view of how we gonna do it and the steps we gotta take to do it. Because it's gonna happen, y'all. We're gonna have our own nation. And it's gonna happen in my lifetime. I ain't tripping. I know for a fact it's gonna happen in our lifetime. And I know we can do it. Generation X is here to tell y'all this is the main reason for my channel is to get us to a new nation. I don't give a fuck about YouTube and all this shit. I don't care. I'm trying to reach out to the people to show y'all what we need to do as people. This is our only solution. Voting ain't gonna do shit. Trying to get a black mayor, trying to get a black governor, that ain't gonna do shit. We need our own country. Period. Y'all feel me? And that's the only way we're gonna get it in. That's it. So shout out to everybody in the comments, shout out to everybody watching. I see a couple of 1-2 people. Look at that. But shit, I'm mainly just doing this just to record it, you know, on this app. I just want to do it live and let y'all see it. Let it stream. Make sure you share. Make sure you comment. Make sure you just like, subscribe. I really would appreciate it if you watch the whole video and watch my previous 2 slides too. Watch everything I'm putting out because I'm laying out the blueprint for this country, man. We got to have our own country. I don't give a fuck about these Europeans no more. And this is not saying I hate white people. I'm not saying that. I'm saying we need to get away from y'all. Like I said, it's like a bad marriage. We ready to get a divorce. All right. Generation X, man. Holla at y'all, man.